So I was trying to think to myself, what shoe do I choose when the D-Rose Sneaker Challenge falls on the same day as a Husker game? Well, I think you pick a D-Rose colorway that fits the Huskers. Let's get it. D-Rose Restomod box, which means that inside here we have a D-Rose Restomod model of the 1.5s. So, you know, we've already reviewed one of the 1.5s this week, one of the lows at least. And you guys already saw what I thought about that black and red pair. But what about this black, white, and red pair? Well, this is the colorway that we actually saw Derek wear a couple times while he was playing with the Knicks. And it's a colorway that I've really come to find a lot of fondness of, mainly due to how the color blocking is on this shoe. Before we get really into that, let's just talk about the tech features of the shoe. So this shoe does feature a sprint skin upper, which is like, you know, the early generation version of the sprint web, because you can see, you know, you have the breathability pieces here, same here over here on this side too. The toe box is that nice leather that they have on here. I think this still is a synthetic leather, but man, does it look like a real premium grade leather. You have your sprint frame here in the back, which is, of course, the thing that keeps your foot locked into the footbed. And a lot of people either like it or they hate it. Personally, I've never had an issue with it, but I know some people really find discomfort with the sprint frames because they think it makes the shoe too narrow and it kind of digs into their ankles. On the back here, you do have some cool branding with the Adi Zero line as well with the D-Rose signature, which is cool. Derek's signature is also here. You also will find it actually on the insole of this shoe, which if I pop this out, you should be able to see. Right, I haven't worn these too much right here. You know, so you got the Derek signature there. This is, of course, that 1.5 insole that I've talked about, you know, on kind of some of the prior videos this month. You have the Restomod feature of this shoe, which is a light strike midsole. So instead of having the regular EVA, this is a light strike midsole, which provides just a little bit of extra plush and comfort to the shoe, while also still giving you that great court feel that people love the ones and the 1.5s for. And when it comes to court feel, part of that is into this traction pattern that they have and the way that the shoe is set up. This is Adidas' earlier version of Pure Motion. We talked yesterday about the D-Rose 4s. That was the new generation Pure Motion. Well, before that Pure Motion setup, this was the Pure Motion setup that you had on the shoes. So that also consists of basically just having basically more of like a mapping of the foot to where the heavy points where people usually pivot at. You know, that's just to help give that extra traction there. But these, you know, Celia traction pads right here are actually really good. And also, too, I found this shoe to be pretty durable. I mean, I had a pair of 1.5s, my home colorway ones, actually. They're OGs. I played a lot of indoor basketball in those, and then I went and took them outside. And I mean, I played outdoors in those shoes every day for, like, the whole summer. And when you think about that, like, you think about, you know, about 30 days in a month, you know, 5 days a week, you know, take that 4 weeks, you know, 20 days that you're probably playing basketball outdoors. They held up all summer. Now, were they pretty much the traction, everything dead by the end of the summer? Yeah, those shoes, when you see them now, it's like, why do you even still have those? I'm like, because of history, man. It's because of history. So, yeah, one last thing to talk about in terms of, you know, design on the shoe. You do have Derek's signature, well, not signature, but the D and R here on the tongue, along with Derek Rose at the top in the magic, because D-Rose likes magic. Now, again, 1.5 lows. Never saw a, like, at least a fully released run stateside here. There was probably, I think they did release some of these maybe in Chicago, but I never saw like a full release of these online. These weren't like in Foot Lockers. These weren't like easily accessible to someone in the US. You could get a pair, but it was coming from overseas. Back in those days, there was only a couple colorways of the Rose line that didn't come stateside, compared to like now. It's like, I mean, it's funny, I just was talking with a guy yesterday on Instagram about down in Texas, not Texas, sorry, down in Mexico. They have these D-Rose Snow Shy 3s on the website, and they're on sale, and they got full-size runs. We can't just get a release here of the Sunshine 3s, like just a regular release. But I digress. So anyway, but the thing I guess I was saying earlier in the video, some of the things that I really like about this colorway compared to the other colorway is that the color blocking on here, I think, just really adds an extra like pop to it. The white parts of the shoe really make it stand out, contrasted with the black, and then the red accents to it, I think, just really take it to a whole nother level.
Take it to a house.
And it's just something that I really love, man. Like, it's cool when you see so much like love and care taken into a design for a shoe, but then also, you know, looking at the parts of like, okay, how can I throw different color blocking on this silhouette to make it kind of new and stand out, kind of more bold. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think this was an original colorway. I could be wrong, but like in my memory, I don't remember this being an original colorway. You had the black and reds, you had the white and blues, and I think there was a couple other of low top ones that released. I could be wrong with that, but that's kind of I remember in my memory. And these are a new one that is specifically for the Restomod line. But also, if I'm wrong too, I mean, hey, I'm just happy they released these again. And if they didn't release these again, it's the first time, I'm happy they released them at all. Because this shoe is super dope, man. In terms of like comfort for the shoe, I think the Light Strike makes the Rose 1.5 model of all the Restomods, whether it's high top or lows, so much more comfortable to wear casually than the OGs. The OGs are uncomfortable, but like even look at the retros they did before they put, you know, the Light Strike in them. Those, again, they weren't bad. They weren't like uncomfortable, but if you were on your feet for like a long time in them, they weren't as plush or as comfortable feeling as the Restomods are. So I've always kind of been consistent with people saying if there's certain colorways that have been released as a Restomod and as a just retro, I say get the Restomod version, because I mean, whether you're going to hoop in them or playing them casually, you're going to really enjoy that much more than going with the original retro. Now, people also want to ask about performance. When it comes to this shoe, I honestly do not know for myself. I've never hooped in these to any super crazy length to believe, say I can, oh yeah, I can give you a performance review of these. I don't. I really don't know for certain, but I do know that the people that have played them seem to really like them a lot. The thing is I imagine if you are a huge fan of low tops, you probably would really like these if you already like the high top 1.5s, because the high tops had great traction, great support. But what I will say, and I don't know, I mean, probably once you lace them up to the top hole, it maybe is a little bit different, but I'm not sure how good the lockdown is on the top of your foot. The tongue does wrap around, so I imagine that it should be pretty decent. Like I said, when I play like just a quick little small pickup game in my pair, I didn't experience anything majorly crazy about them. Like that was, I was like, man, I don't know if I'd ever want to do this again. I just hadn't played in it. And my other thing too is like coming from the AE1s and the highs and the lows and then the Sunshine 3s, it's like, you know, when you get a hoop shoe you really like to play in, you kind of sit there, I'll play in them, especially when you don't hoop as often as you used to. I mean, I'm lucky if I get, you know, 2 runs in, or if I play on 2 days of the week at this point now, you know. But I am getting back in the gym, I'm trying to work out, you know, trying to get rid of the spare tire a little bit, so, you know, we're going to see what we can do with that. But yeah. You know, like I said, man, the D-Rose line got a lot of crazy cool shoes, and these Restomods they did for the low tops I think are awesome. I mean, this is a cool shoe to wear casually, and like, I mean, for today, like a Husker game day, this fits perfectly. You know, it's got all the right colors, and it's just as a great colorway of a shoe to wear. So, I hope you guys enjoy this review. I hope you guys keep on liking the video, subscribing, commenting, let me know what you guys think. Please, you know, share online and on, you know, Instagram, you know, your own D-Rose shoes that you wear today. Participate in the, you know, the challenge, man. It's not even really just a challenge. It's just post your Derrick Rose shoes, man. Share the love. Let's, you know, show our support for Derrick Rose. Show our support for him. You know, it's birthday month. Yesterday was his birthday. You know, today is just another regular day, man. But all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the review. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 6. Hopefully the Huskers get a W today. If they don't, why's it gotta be like that, man? Why's it gotta be like that? But yeah, until tomorrow, peace. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you then. Bye.